I'm Dr. Milescu, and I will be teaching your lab section. So if you are watching this video, you probably already saw my lecture video. So my YouTube video for the lecture was descriptive specifically for what the contents is in the lecture section. So I will be teaching 3 lab sections this semester during this COVID-19 online virtual sessions. If you watched my video in the lecture, you will note that you can see the lecture and the lab sections in virtual classroom. So if you are joining in my 301 lab section, then I have it down as 7 p.m. to 9:50 p.m. every single Monday night. So what happens if one of those sessions you cannot make it? You must email me and let me know as to why you cannot make it, but you can always watch it again and again and again because I am recording it. So don't feel pressured, but I do encourage you very much so to come in when it's live, because then you can figure things out right then and there before you start getting really confused. You can ask me questions, you can use the chat box, you can even turn the microphone on and speak to me, and you can also turn on the camera. And so there are many options where we are definitely interactive. In virtual classroom, I can upload the PowerPoints, the PDF files. We can go over on the white board there, different types of concepts in physiology. So there are ways for us to get through this virtually. It is not just a correspondence school. This is nothing like it. I am there for you at all times. I have virtual office hours where we can meet in Microsoft Teams, and it is purely confidential, one-on-one. It is private conversation. We can use the camera or not. It's all up to you. You will have a link. You click on it at the appropriate appointment time. All you have to do is email me. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go over what are the specific time slots for the specific lab sections that you are taking. So like I said, I'm teaching 3 lab sections. The first one is 301L. That's every Monday, 7 p.m. to 9:50. The second one is 302L, and that one is on Tuesdays, every single Tuesdays, 7 p.m. from 9:50. And then the 303L section, so section 303, because I ran out of night classes and just my crazy schedule, you are going to be going live, clicking in that virtual classroom at 11 a.m. every single Tuesday, 11 a.m. to 1:50 p.m. Okay, so those are the 3 lab sections that I'm teaching. So please make sure you log in to virtual classroom at that time where I will be lecturing, whether it's lab or lecture portion of anatomy. That's where I'll be at that time. Okay, and like I said, if you cannot make it, you must email me. And make sure that you watch it within 24 hours after the recording, because it all it flows right into the quizzes that we're taking. It flows right into the exams and the assignments, etc., etc. So if you find yourself falling behind, it is very easy to fall behind in anatomy. If you have one bad week, you're behind 2 weeks. So please, communication is key. Catching up is key, so I can help you with that. But again, I do have virtual office hours. All you need to do is email me that you would request an appointment with me, and we can go over things. Now, additionally, we have tutoring. We have SI. SI stands for Supplemental Instruction. And we have instructors for that as well. And I have invited them. I've never done this prior to this semester. I've been teaching at Daytona State College since January 2016. And I figured this would be a good time, especially since we are online, to really communicate and interrelate with each other. So I have invited all the instructors for the supplemental instruction that is occurring at the ASC at Daytona State College, not only on ground, but I invited them to come into virtual classroom and do reviews with you. And we will definitely have a mock practical before you actually have the practical, so that you can have a practice and are completely ready for your assessments in the lab section. All right, so let's go over that. So for the lab section, we have 300 points. That's the maximum number of points that you can achieve. So be that warrior, get your 300. If you watched the movie 300, it was a struggle for them to survive. Okay, so hopefully it won't be that bad with you. Okay, I'm sure it'll be fine because, like I said, you have me here to guide you. I'm the guide by your side, and I will get you through this with relatively less pain than what they did in 300, right? Killing each other. No, you will be definitely challenged, but you won't be dying. Okay, so what do we have? I'm looking at my screen now. We have practical number 1, which usually occurs week 8. Actually, I shouldn't say usually, always, because I am on time. I am very organized. If you look at my modules, it'll even be dated. Module week 1, module 1, week 1, it'll give you the date and what we're doing that week. Week 2, it'll give you the date and what we're doing that week. So by the time we get to week 8, that is the week that you take your first practical, midterm practical. And then your final practical is right after Thanksgiving, when you come back from Thanksgiving, okay? So you will have 10 quizzes, all online, 2 practicals, all online, a midterm practical and a final practical. All of it adds up to 300 points. Each quiz is worth 10 points. That means you will earn 100 points. The practical midterm is 100 points. The practical final is 100 points. Add it all up, 100 plus 100 plus 100 makes 300, okay? Now, do I have bonus points? Yes, I do. Like it says in the syllabus, and I invite you to read it, I not only have bonus points in the lecture, which if you watched my video, you saw what you have to do. There was an assignment that's voluntary about doing a PowerPoint on a disease. Well, here you will have virtual lab assignments, okay? These are all worth 1 point, okay? So by the time you're done, I believe we have a total of 10 of those. So that's 10 right there. And then we have another assignment called cell structure and function that's worth 10 points. And a pre-midterm review assignment that's worth 10 points. So there you have it. You got plenty of opportunity to gain bonus points if you have difficulties with some of these exams. Like let's say you bomb the practical, you still can catch up with other assignments to boost your grade back up. Will you get an A? I don't think so, but at least you'll, boost your grade up. Okay, so I think that's it. I already introduced myself in the lecture, so you know who I am. I want to know who you are, so upload that bio in the lecture section. I'm not going to lie, this is a very challenging class, especially when we do skeletal system, there's a lot of memorization. So be ready for that. Get your index cards out. I'm going to go old school with you on that because that's the only way you're going to memorize it. You can watch all my YouTube videos, which I've created pre-COVID, thankfully. And you can watch them over and over again, but you also need to write it down. And you also need to be able to regurgitate it to a friend or a family member so that you know your material, because you don't know what you don't know. Okay, so you think you know it because you're reading it, but you don't really know it because you haven't been testing yourself. So the key element in anatomy is not to just sit back passively and learn and read and write. You need to practice it orally, speak the lingo, speak the language, talk to somebody about it. And the lab section is very good with that because there are a lot of tutorials, YouTube tutorials that I have aside from mine. And the assignments that I give you some of them are really difficult. They're essays on, okay, give me the steps to protein synthesis. And you need to write it all out and really use your critical thinking skills to see what you could spit out. If I catch you that you're just copying and pasting, you're not going to get a good grade, okay? That's not studying when you're just copying and pasting from Mr. Google. Okay, I think that's it. So stay strong, stay fierce, be completely focused, be completely organized, communicate well with me all the time, stay online every single day, log in, do your assignments on time, don't procrastinate, don't be fearful, be fearless, be fierce, and you will get through this. All right? All right. Good luck, everyone. Bye.